Hey everybody, I got Benjamin Herrera here from NOV. He's a new sales rep and a new contractor for my wastewater treatment plant. I have had some pump issues. I'm having trouble getting to all of the work here, and we bumped into each other at the CWEA event at the Paso Robles treatment plant. What was that, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, about 3 weeks
something
ago.
like that.
Yeah.
And I noticed he had a progressive cavity pump dissected view sitting on his display table, so I was like a moth to the flame. And I shot across the venue. And he was kind enough to come to the plant today and bring this model. We're going to demonstrate to you how a progressive cavity pump works. This is a form of a positive displacement pump. And we mostly use these in wastewater plants to move sludge, in my plant anyway. And so what I wanted to do was, he's quoting me on some work that's going to be done. His team's going to come work for us for a little bit. But I wanted to give him a chance to, maybe we can talk to the folks out there that are watching about like who you are, what got you into the industry. This is kind of the vibe on my channel right now, is like helping people kind of break in, and not everybody has to be an operator to be in wastewater treatment. You can also be a vendor that works with us on the supply side or the support side. So kind of tell us a little bit about what NOV does and how you got into the industry.
Yeah, there you go. Well, my name is Benjamin Herrera, and I've been in oil and gas with NOV since 2006, right? Like I told you. And this new opportunity, oil and gas kind of went, a little slow. So now what I did, this opportunity came up, the position as a sales rep for water plants, and the industrial side as well with
Sure.
Kimberly and Bueno. So opportunity came up and I seen it. So, I applied and here I am and learning all this new stuff, which has been great. So that's kind of what brought me here. And like you said, you mentioned, I got to meet you and a bunch of other customers, which has been great. And I've been just here trying to help everybody out. And as I'm learning, I've only been here like about 1.5 years,
Okay.
maybe going for 2 years. And that's kind of
In wastewater.
in the wastewater,
Yeah.
right? So it's just been great.
Awesome.
So thank you for the opportunity to come by here and, take a look at your plant like I've done with so many, but it's always good to be able to help somebody out. We're out of Bakersfield now. So now we actually have a shop set up and certified to rebuild these pumps with Bueno pumps, even with competitors or any other pump that we can help with. We'll be here to help you guys out with it.
Awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that's actually why you're here.
Right.
Is everybody? I've got a couple of these Moinos that one needs to be repacked. I'm just out of time, and the other one's bound completely, and I do not have the time to investigate. It's a very busy season right now at the plant.
Yeah.
So when Benjamin told me we're certified in Moino, I was like, get out to my plant right now. Please give me a quote because I need help.
Yeah.
And so like you're making inroads into the Central Coast. It sounds like what you already have, because we discovered when I gave you the parts for one of the pumps that one of my suppliers bought them from you.
From us, correct.
So it's pretty interesting.
And which is good. Yeah. It's always good to see our parts are out there and they're genuine Bueno parts.
Yeah.
And they work great.
Very good.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do now is I'm going to bring the camera over and we're going to demonstrate. I'm going to maybe ask Ben some clarifying questions, but I'm also going to show you kind of how these work. And then he's got a new model on a diagram right here that we're going to look at. So let's get to that. Okay, so here is the model of the progressive cavity pump that Benjamin brought. And I'm going to do some parts identification here for you real quick. So these are going to be your bearings right here. This is what the shaft has to spin on something, right? And so as it turns, there's ball bearings inside of these, and that's just kind of how it has to spin on something, right? And so an electric motor is going to be attached over here, and it's going to be spinning it. You have right here, this is going to be, you got a shaft, and then you've got the graphite right here, packing rings, and those are called lantern rings right here. So this is the packing, and you would adjust this accordingly. Most of these pumps would have a drip. What would you say, Benjamin? Every couple seconds?
Yeah, a couple drips every second.
Okay.
Every couple seconds. Yeah.
Every pump's different. Look at your owner manual, because I've seen a lot of different drip. But that's a water lubricated shaft, okay? And this is the gland right here that would push against it, okay? And then this is the suction. So if you'd imagine there's a pipe right here. This is like cut in half. And then as this thing turns, if you can see the positive displacement right there, as that rotor turns against the stator, so this is the rotor, the little pigtail thing. You'll sometimes hear me say pigtail thing, and this is the stator.
Or corkscrew.
Corkscrew. There you go.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is stator, yeah.
Yeah. And so this is the stator, and as the water comes in, this thing moves, and you can see how it Again, remember what kind of pump this is, a positive displacement pump. So it's displacing that vacant cavity and pushing. So imagine there's sludge right here, pushing that sludge through the stator, okay? And then it discharges out this side. And we would use this for a more viscous liquid, not necessarily a super liquidy liquid like an effluent or an influent. This would be more like a sludge or something of that nature. These can be used in high pressure situations, but mostly you're going to see these for solids. Now, Ben, we've got a diagram here of a more modern one. What is this model right here?
This model would be the Bueno 2000.
Okay.
This is a more recent model. It's similar. This is an out-frame model here. So
Okay.
this one here, a couple differences. With this one here would be a pin joint, and this one here you can see your gear ball, your gear bearings here, your gear ball bearings here.
Sure.
Which is the lasts a lot longer with this model here. The longevity of this one versus the old. This would be the pin joint. The old model, the out-frame models would be a pin joint versus the gear joint. That's the only difference here.
What's the advantage of the pin versus the gear joint?
It lasts a lot longer here. It takes away all the the torque, all the force that goes into the gear ball versus the pin joint. This wears out here a lot faster than it will over here for the gear joint.
Okay.
And that's the big difference here. And this one here, the new Bueno 2000, we do provide a fiber deflector. You know, when you develop a bunch of ragging here, which you probably have seen, doesn't have it here, but this one here, we came up with the fiber deflector that we install here at the gear joint here that hooks up to the rotor and the drive shaft here, the connecting rod, and it just worked very well. It minimizes all the ragging. So that's one of the main things with this Bueno 2000 versus an older model there.
Right on. Okay, well, if you have any questions on, if you felt like I missed something, if you're a pump expert and you think I might have overlooked something people need to know about, please put it in the comments below. If you have any questions, please put in the comments below about progressive cavity pumps. And all right, well, that's about it, unless you have something to add to this.
No, good deal. No, everything was great. Yeah.
All right, Ben, well, thank you so much for that. Was really wonderful and informative of the progressive cavity pump. Again, that's a form of a positive displacement pump for you operators that are testing and mechanics that are testing. I really want to thank you for coming out and helping us make this video.
Good deal.
And giving me some support here.
Oh yeah, anytime.
Yeah. Anything you want to say as we take off?
No, I think we should be good. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.